turning off. Sorry. HDMI is very delicate. Once you have here a lot of connections, basically the weight of the cables, it is always at the risk of something is getting out of the place. And the handshake of the HDMI is essential. I've had issues initially with when I turn off the HyperDeck Shuttle. It is tiny little device as a mini. It is the basic, but it has very powerful functions, and it suffers during the turn on turn off, reading the SD card, handshake of the HDMI. So once you turn on the mini, you need to unplug and replug every input in order to handshake. And the major issue with lower left with Chromecast, it doesn't work pretty well on all the inputs. Sometimes it works, sometimes it not, because it has this protocol of protection, and HDMI has its issues. That's why the cables are important. Basically 99% of all the cables are HDMI 8K, 10K. Why is that? Because I have seen when you are much higher level in respect of your specs limits, it works 100%. I have 15 meters cables that are working constantly. I've got another cable recently of 7 meters for my last camera, ZV-10-3, basically, you can see here, and it was for 4K. It was with defect somehow. It was working